Hello everybody, a very good morning to everybody watching. This is the second part of the two-part series of how to pick your next book. In the last video, we talked about the principles behind the book selection process of a reader. In this one, we are going to talk about the specific sources where you can find the perfect book. Whether you are an avid reader looking to spice up your to-be read list or a total beginner not knowing where to start, this video will provide a framework about the steps, the path that you can take to find the one in paperback form. So let's get into it. The sources are divided into two categories, that is external and internal. It really depends whether you are an exteroceptive person or you are an introspective person. For every external source, you'll have to use your inner compass to guide you. So that is always going to be there. And you can always do it the way I do, that is mix it up, mix both of the sources up and find what works for you. The first category of sources is all app related. The first app that can be used is Amazon. There are essentially two ways you can utilize Amazon to the best of its abilities. That is keeping an eye out for the discounts and book deals. And the second thing is to create a wish list. Here is my wish list of the books that I want to read or books that I've already read and want to own someday. You know what this does? It makes gifting so much easier. You only have to share your wish list and that's it. Otherwise, gifting a reader is kind of difficult. You know you're going to get them books, but then again, what book are they going to enjoy? The second app you can use is Goodreads. I'm sure you've heard of it if you have been trying to get into reading or if you're already into reading. It's an amazing community. The people are great, and also the algorithm is also kind of good enough. Like, you look up the book that you have enjoyed in the past and you scroll down to the bottom of it and there will be similar books wala section in there, and you can find more books like that of either that same genre or same writing style or by the same author. And you can also look up quotes of any category that you like, and if there are recurring quotes of one particular book, you can choose to read that book. Then we have Pinterest. It's not just for planning your wedding or planning your home. We can also use it to get some book recommendations. To get started, you'll have to look up book recommendations, either just that or book recommendations fantasy, book recommendations for girls, book recommendations for this particular age group, and then look through the results and start saving away. Create a Pinterest board in which you can save your pins and get back to them on a later note. When you do this for a day or two, the spectacular algorithm of Pinterest will pick up on it. It will get to know that you're into reading and it will start delivering amazing book recommendations to your home feed only. There are also pins in which there's like 1-2 line description of that book, and that intrigues you so much. I read the book Bunny after a Pinterest recommendation, and it was a remarkably creepy book. I won't say much about it, but the writing was good. The writing was great. Then we have Instagram and YouTube, very similar to how we do with Pinterest. You have to give the algorithm a head start by looking up book recommendations, and then the algorithm serves you. The community, the booktube community and the bookstagram community are both very great. You'll have to find people you actually like. You'll also find like-minded readers in the comments section, readers who share your interests. The community overall is really good on both the platforms. I also have plans to do the book recommendations list type videos this year, so stay tuned for that as well. The next one is pretty simple. You can always reach out to your friends. Your reader friends would love to give you book recommendations to get you started. You just text them that this is what I want to read. Do you have any recommendations for that? I personally love when people ask me that. So whoever has any questions, any books, like would I like it, would I not, reach out to me over email that is mentioned in the description, and I'd love to help you out. And a lot of colleges and communities and localities also might have book clubs and book related meetups happening. So if that is something that you're interested in, then you can also do that as well. That is also a good enough option. You will have weekly discussions about specific books or what progress have you made while reading what books. So that kind of holds you accountable, and that is also a fun activity to meet new people, make new friends. The next source as a reader that you have is authors. You might ask how. In this day of social media, we are all hyper connected. We have access to a lot of authors, and they very generously share the books that they are currently reading or books that are their ultimate classic favorites, and we can always take a page from their book. You can try looking through author interviews, verbal or written, and see if they have been asked questions about their favorite books and how have they answered them, what books are they reading, what books are they enjoying. You can always take reference from there. I love Austin Kleon. I love his books, so I might as well also love the books that he loves. So I have subscribed to his newsletter, and he frequently shares the books that he is reading, books that he has enjoyed this year on his newsletter as well as on his blog. That is something that you can try. For your favorite authors, you can keep in touch with them, keep in contact with them via whatever platform that they are using. The next one is the bibliography. What exactly is bibliography? It is the list of books at the end of a book. Authors who write good books more often than not attach a well researched and well thought out list of books at the end. So utilize that. The bibliography is great for a deep dive in a single direction, in a single topic. The next source is bookstores and events. Nothing beats scrolling through the aisles, flipping through the pages, and reading the descriptions of like over 50 books in a single day. Visit bookstores that you might have around you, like Crossword, Latitude, or whatever is there in your area. Go there with your friends, family, or honestly, whoever you want to go with. Make it into a date. Find books for each other. Keep an eye out for book related events happening in your city. Just last week, we went to Palladium for Lock the Box. Lock the Box is an event where you can buy a box of a certain dimension for a specific fixed price, and you get all the books that you can put into that box. They happen very frequently in a lot of major cities of India, so keep an eye out for that. This time we did not get any books because the collection was not that good, but that's okay because we had so much fun. And you don't catch fish on every fishing trip of yours, right? That's fine. Mentioning AI related things at the end because it is the simplest, the easiest of the sources, but when I mention this, it kills all the other branches of thought as well. And we need options, we need alternative options if we don't like one option. So that is why AI is kept at the end. Of course, we all know ChatGPT and how to use it. It's easy enough, simple enough, no description required. After you finish this video, go on ChatGPT, look up some book recommendations either specific to you or just overall in general, and copy paste them in the comments for everybody else to see as well. You can utilize it in a multitude of ways. You can either ask for reader specific recommendations, like give me some recommendations about a medical student who wants to become a surgeon. Or you can have genre specific book recommendations, like give me some book recommendations about crime romance. Or it can be topic wise, like suggest me some books about how to increase focus while studying. And ChatGPT will spew out a list of books that you can choose from. The next thing is a little primitive than ChatGPT, that is what should I read next.com. I've been using this site since a couple of years now, and it is simple, it is efficient, and therein lies its beauty. It is not very complicated, it's just simple. You just enter the name of the book that you recently read and enjoyed, or something like which you might want to read, and it gives you a list of other books that are similar to it, and you can pick from those. The quality of recommendations is not that good, but that's okay because it's a good start. The second category of sources, that is internal sources. If you are an introspective person or you would like to be an introspective person, then this is the way to go. In my opinion, this is the best way to find the perfect book, but it may always not be possible and it is sometimes kind of difficult. It is the good old journaling. You have to ask yourself a couple of questions, and then you arrive at the correct book. The questions can be: what genre are you interested in? Do you want to read a single book because you don't have time to read more than that? Or do you want to immerse yourself completely into a series? Do you have any preference for any writing style that you might have enjoyed in the past? What genre, what author, what direction interests you at this point in your life? These are a list of questions to start from. Sit with a book and answer these questions, and you will have a clarity about what do you want to read. And that's it. That's all I have for this video. Do subscribe for more book recommendations. This list is by no means exhaustive. So do let me know in the comments, where do you get your recommendations from? What are your sources? Thank you for watching. Stay tuned. Subscribe if you haven't already. Do like the video, comment and share. See you in the next one. Bye bye.